Did you do deviant things to women on Earth? Did you have a hose? Did you tie them up with a hose? That's what I'm seeing. You tied them with a hose. Coming up.
Sexy.
There's a spirit going up my arms. Yeah.
Ladies.
Ladies, sexy ladies.
Hell.
So I'm sitting in my back room here where I listen to music, and sometimes I do my meditations back here. And I figured I'd come back here today and do a session just out of the blue, off the cuff. I'm going to do a Transcend theory session to see if we can connect with a spirit. Now, I have not used this in the last couple of weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks. And when I go that long without connecting with spirit, sometimes the connection fades a bit. When it's out of our mind and we're trying to connect, those of you that do this too, if we go on our lives for a week, 2 or 3, and we put this out of our mind, it's sometimes challenging to connect again. So we're going to see what happens. I'm going to press play, make sure my phone's off silent. I'm going to actually put my phone in airport mode and turn off the Wi-Fi. And away we go. Well, this is Steve Huff. We haven't spoken in a little while. I'm making a video right now, Spirit. I don't know who's...
See out your death.
See out your death? Now that's a creepy message right there. See out your death. Whew, 3 of you are here coming up right behind me. You can feel the energy. It's unmistakable. It's like a little electricity where they go through.
Friday, I'm in.
Finally, I'm in. What is your message? Do you have a message?
Try this.
You're going to try this. There's a spirit coming up.
Sexy.
There's a spirit going up my arms. Sexy. You consider yourself a sexy soul? That's a weird message to come through. Remember, these words don't exist in the app.
Ladies.
Ladies, sexy ladies. Are there sexy ladies here? All right, I think there's spirits coming in wanting to tell a story. They don't want to talk about what I want to talk about. They want to talk what they want to talk about. Sexy ladies. Let me close my eyes and you show me what you're trying to tell me.
Hell.
Hell. That's the first time I got that with this app. Look at that. That word is not in here, guys. So we've got some interesting messages in. Am I speaking to a soul that's in hell? This hasn't happened in a long time, guys. Years. So if you're saying you're with sexy ladies in hell, who is this? And why are you here? I focus on love, light, as always. It? Or did it sound like Ed? Because sometimes the text from speech is wrong. It's guessing. Sick. I hear a cat.
Autopsy.
Autopsy. So he's talking about himself. Okay.
Here.
Here. So he's giving me a memory. He was sick. He remembers his autopsy. Who am I talking to? Let me see if we can find who this is. He says here.
See.
All right, show me. Show me. I'm not seeing anything yet. Now, sometimes they show me little film strips and I call it out and then they will validate or not. I do see a man. He's slightly overweight. So he did some deviant things, I'm guessing here. He's a bad man. He's saying, I'm a bad man. Keep showing me. Why are you with
Play with that.
Play with that? Did you do deviant things to women? On Earth? Holy cow. That's his memory. His memory is of them, of the sexy ladies. He's remembering these ladies. I don't know what he did to these ladies, though. Can you tell me more? What would you like to say if you are truly spirit? If we are to believe you are truly in hell, in a darkness, do you have a message for those? You're out. Usually I deal with souls who are from light or seeking light. I've never had a spirit come through here or heard the word hell come through this, or sexy ladies or anything like that. You're trying to say these. You're succeeding, spirit. I still don't know your name. I start to get these things coming into my mind, goes 100 miles an hour, trying to figure out. Hey, girls, trying to figure out the messages, and then I lose that focus. So let me focus here. Did you have a hose? Did you tie them up with a hose? That's what I'm seeing. You tied them with a hose. This would be why. Time. Did you keep them tied up for a time? We got to try to figure out what they're trying to say. It's not easy for spirits to relay the messages. Right. He tied them up. And this is why you're in the darkness. You saw. I am feeling electricity. Now, if your name is Marcus with a K, Markus is what he's showing me. K. He didn't believe in any kind of heaven or hell or afterlife on this earth. He thought he could do whatever he wanted to do. Now, I'm not religious, guys. I don't have any religion. My religion is love, respect, empathy, faith. That's my religion. Belief that everything is always going to be okay. Belief that love rules the day. I know it's hard to believe those things, especially in today's time, but that's my religion. I don't follow any religious order, any religion. If we're here on this life, I believe in love and respect and care for others, then we'll be okay, and that builds our light. Now, I haven't heard you asking for light, Marcus. Are you looking for light? That? Are you looking for light? Are you looking for love? Or are you so filled with hate still that you just came here to stir things up in my video, in my sessions, because this is unusual these days? And agree that it's unusual these days. So Marcus is a man. He was a man before he passed. He had a pot belly. He was a deviant, as he was telling me. He may have done things to prostitutes. He's called them sexy ladies. No, he said they weren't prostitutes. He's showing me he was at a strip club. It is. And he offered raw scene. He offered one of the dancers money to meet him and in his car afterwards. She did.
You saw.
I'm seeing, right. And he did tie her up with some kind of a hose or a wire. I'm seeing more of a wire. I don't know where the hose comes into play. I don't think I want to know where the hose comes into play. I don't think he feels remorse. He says, I don't want light. He just wanted to come through to show he can do it. And that while he's in the dark, he can use this and come. He can use this, that. There's an energy. Well, Marcus. Room, you're in the room. I wish you nothing but love in your soul from this point on. And I hope your darkness can turn to light. Vile. He has too much hate and anger in his soul still in the afterlife. Whew, man. I always get this really big energy after a session. Sometimes I'm wiped out and tired, and sometimes I feel more energetic, and right now I feel more energetic. It's an unmistakable feeling, and I know there's some of you out there who get the feelings from spirit as well. There's no way it's just me, and I know I've talked to others who get that as well. Not few, not everybody does. Few. All right, I'm going to close this out. Let me turn this off. Transcend theory. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. It never gets old for me. I take time off of working with spirit these days, and I do it when I get a feeling that somebody wants to come through and speak. I also do it every month for my members at YouTube and Patreon, and I call out to their loved ones, and we see what comes in, what messages may come in from that. But sometimes I take time off, and sometimes when I come back after that time off, I can't connect. But here, after 2-3 weeks, I came back here, and lo and behold, we connected to this spirit. I believe his name was Marcus in life. And again, we'll go over his story. He was a bigger guy. He actually showed me the autopsy scene, and he was outside of the body looking at his autopsy. He mentioned autopsy. He was a deviant, he told me. Vile, he told me. He did things to women. He said he was in hell with the sexy ladies. Turns out the sexy ladies were dancers or prostitutes possibly that he would pick up and do bad, vile things to. He says he's in the darkness. He says he's in hell. That's crazy because, as we know, Transcend Theory app has no words in it. It has the word hell doesn't exist in the app. Sexy ladies doesn't exist in the app. So that's remarkable right there. This is an app based on scientific principles over 12, 13 years of doing this. So it's pretty crazy when stuff like that comes in. But I love using the app. I use this in my astral doorway, but I use this app most of the time. And the app can tell me also if there's a spirit present, because they'll start talking and using it. If I hear just gibberish, I know there's not a spirit present, or I'm not focusing enough to bring that spirit in, because in reality, those of us who do spirit communication, we are the ones manifesting that spirit in. And over the 13 years I've done this or more, I always tell people, because there's people who see this and say, it's demons. It's not demons. This has improved my life in ways you cannot imagine. And I'm not talking financially. I'm talking about teaching me lessons about this life in regards to love, care, empathy, trust, happiness, positivity. That's what I've been taught by spirits while doing this work. I've not been taught anything negative, demonic, or hateful. Spirits have taught me nothing but love. So that's what I get out of this. It has changed my life dramatically, and I would not change it for the world. I will continue to do this work as my life goes on. I may not always share them publicly, but sometimes I will. I thank you all for watching over the years. If you like this, thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.